Hello everybody, my name is not MaxMisty122. He has COVID and lost his voice for now, so he sent the script to me and I'll be his voice for the day.
Why are you running? Why are you running?
In a war at sea, fought beyond the range of battleships and cruisers, dive bombers decided the fate of nations, and none as legendary as the SBD Dauntless. The Dauntless is an American dive bomber designed to operate from aircraft carriers. Its origins date back to 1935 with the Northrop BT, the plane that would later be developed into the Dauntless. The first version of the XBT-1 was equipped with the Pratt & Whitney R1535-13, the Twin Wasp Jr., producing 750 horsepower. This version of the design featured wheel fairings, which caused a lot of parasite drag. The XBT-1 evolved into the XBT-2, equipped with a more powerful 35-96 with an extra 100 horsepower and recessed landing gear. It truly became a force to be reckoned with. Due to a merger between Northrop and Douglas, the plane received its new designation, SBD-1. The first improvement to the plane, the SBD-2, was the replacement of the engine with a new Wright Cyclone engine that produced 1,000 horsepower.
Think, oh, should we leave it alone? Should we back off? Should we play it safe? Nah, you think, let's make it bigger!
The initial orders of 144 SBD-1 and 2s were completed and entered service before 1941.
You sunk my battleship.
I'm in danger!
The SBD-3 further upgraded the platform with self-sealing fuel tanks, increased pilot protection, and returning to the two forward 50 cals that was present on the SBD-1, the SBD-2 had removed one of them. The SBD-3 was the first truly combat-ready version, with a maximum bomb load of 1,000 pound under the fuselage and two 100s under the wings. For reference, that's almost twice the capacity of its contemporary Japanese counterpart, the D3A Val. The SBD-5 was the most produced version, with 2,400 planes rolling off the assembly line. The engine was swapped for a more powerful Wright model at 1,200 horsepower, the ammunition load was increased, and the bomb load upgraded to a total of 2,250 pounds. Production stopped in 1944, with the final variant being the SBD-6. During the initial years of the war in the Pacific, half of all aircraft aboard U.S. Navy carriers were SBD Dauntlesses. The most notable engagement of the Dauntless was at the Battle of Midway. 5 squadrons of Dauntless dive bombers from the USS Enterprise, Hornet, and Yorktown engaged the Japanese fleet outside of the Midway Atoll. Due to the bravery of the American pilots who guided their machines through a hail of flak and bullets, and the effectiveness of the Dauntless herself, plus a handful of lucky breaks, the Americans won a decisive victory. 3 Japanese aircraft carriers, the Akagi, Kaga, and Soryu, were hit and subsequently sunk within 6 minutes, in what would be the turning of the tide for the Pacific and the American revenge for Pearl Harbor. In Warthunder, we have the SBD-3 endgame. With 2 forward-firing 50 cals and 2 303 turrets in the rear, it's not exactly a flying fortress. But with the addition of 4 extra 50 cals and gun pods, you have yourself a comically effective head-on machine gunner and bomber hunter. Of course, it's not going to perform well in a straight dogfight against a real fighter. When it does have some energy, it can turn tightly. Once. It's a dive bomber, specifically designed to bleed energy. But where the Dauntless really excels is punishing newer players in ground RB for their terrible decision not to play America. A 1,000 pound bomb really is overkill for 2.0 BR.
Huh? Ah, fuck!
It's not the best in naval, though. A 1,000 pounder will do some damage, but the odds of the SBD, which its pilots said stands for slow but deadly, surviving a destroyer's flak screen is not great. The Dauntless may not be the most flashy plane of its time. It's not beautiful like a Spitfire, it didn't single-handedly win the war like the Mustang, and it didn't captivate the youth like the Lightning did. But it and its pilots did play a pivotal role in the Pacific against immense odds, and for that, 100 times over, it's earned the title of legend.